about a few minutes ago, stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And they're going to go soft on the corners. A first down throw for Prescott. And his first look is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 10 here. Prescott from the gun. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Dak fighting his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's Ajayi. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go!
the shotgun. Cutler. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Throwing now, Cutler on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Now Cutler. And that is incomplete. Parker the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On third down, Cutler. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And before this series gets rolling, you know, a story, very feel-good story. Cowboys' third preseason game. Nice to see Jalen Smith out there, wasn't it?
I almost get emotional talking about it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
And he puts it through. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Jay's going to go. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. First and 10, it's Cutler. And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. Tyrone Crawford in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now let's go.
On second down, here's Cutler. And he's going to go down again. Stephen Paya in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And it's caught by Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. On first down, it's Cutler. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. A first down carry by Elliott. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He hits Beasley right side. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
All right, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, Cutler. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And Stills over the middle. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go.
Throwing again, it's Cutler. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquise Gray as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Franks for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the gun, it's Cutler. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now.
Throwing here, Cutler. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go now.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Back now in Miami. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Here we go now.
Now Cutler. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Dancing to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
It makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Prescott from the gun. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now Cutler on first down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Now it's Cutler. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, third down here.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Here we go now.
From the gun on third down, it's Cutler. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Cutler on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And again this time to the tailback. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Let's go.
Now Cutler. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They're going on 4th down. It's Cutler. He gets it to Thomas. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Julius Thomas, 38 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, This is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 70 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Ajayi escapes him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One last shot now for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because We were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.